Ramadasa Sasehi Soham Ramadasa Sase Soham Ramadasa Sasehi Soham.
In fact, the reason why we come to Satsang is to taste our own being. In this presence, when our attention is immersed, then nothing needs to be understood. Nothing needs to be done. And you realize that it is this being that this entire life belongs to. Everything is done by being. And all phenomena is tasted by being. This is simplicity. Supremely simple. And it has always been this way. This being is all there is. And all there is arises within you. Right now, this is true. It is not a state. It is not a gift for a rare few. You are being. It is not special. It has always been. No one has done it. It always has been. No one to proclaim, no one to be humble. This is what it always was. And being is enjoying this experiencing. Even when it seems there is suffering, there is personal suffering, even that being is enjoying. Just like reading the story or an interesting book. All of this is your creation as being. And the person cannot own a blade of grass here. This entire universe belongs to you, and not even a small pin belongs to you. You are the one doer of all things, and not a single thing you can do. All states come and go inside you by your will, and you cannot hold any state. All love, all peace, all joy in service to you, and you cannot have anything at all. So, are you referring to yourself as the first you or the second one? Is our imagination so attractive, so tempting, that we're still attached to the person idea? And being is enjoying the person idea also. Ultimately, it must be said. And I don't say like this very often because very quickly the person itself uses this as an excuse. But every instant of your play is being enjoyed by you. And only being is here. Being you can taste. Being you can perceive. Being you are. I am. Where is the other guy? Where is the ego? No more allegiance to that which you cannot experience. Only its voice, which is only saying, but what about this? Who is speaking? Let that one introduce himself, herself. Then you can trust it. Let it come up and say, this is me. It does not exist, never existed. To exist would mean that it had some reality. It is all a part of your play, all a part of God's play, in which this energy would come. Being is present, here now. Where is the ego? So let the one who can introduce himself, let that one speak. Let your voice now belong to that which is present, not that which is imagined. This is completely effortless. Effortless. May we all become this voice, this one voice, where there is nowhere to go, nothing to get, no attack, no defense, No desire, no aversion, no proclaiming, no humility, no resistance. It is already so. It always has been. But you can pretend if you like. And it seems like it is an attack when I say that you can pretend. Because something comes up and says, what do you mean pretend? I'm not pretending. This one who says I'm not pretending is the pretense itself. Is the pretense itself. All of you, whether you know it or not, all of us are here to see God. You might feel like we are here to see Ananta. Ananta might feel like he has to share Satsang. None of this is true. You're just here to see your own being, to see the truth of what you are. And God is here in your own presence, your own holy presence. You cannot step away from it. You cannot keep it aside. Even the energy of the mind, even the ego, this energy construct called thought, comes from your own presence. And even if we give belief to the person identity, it does not truly come into existence, you see. We believe it into pretense, not believe it into existence. It's very important that all of us see this. And I know very often in satsang we say that it is our belief that brings the person into existence. And conversationally we can say like this. It's completely fine. But actually, even with our belief, we bring it into pretense and not existence. Therefore, none of this play has ever really happened. You never became a person and you never got freedom. You never went to sleep and you never awakened. All of this is just a story. Let all your concern, let all your problems, let all your ideas, let your bondage, let your freedom, let it all be mine. It actually already is. Then no Ananta, no you, just this one being. Then the Sangha of one. That's why this is the Sangha of being, which is the entire world. You see. Now we don't play any games. Now we don't have any story. You yourself now chop off the head of any story that you still have. Doesn't even need any intervention. You can do it now. And every time you say I, anytime you say I, seriously, smell for where this I is coming from. Conversationally, of course, we can all use. But with belief, when we say I, then this I must put up its hand and say, this is what I am. And as long as these are just words, as long as these are just words, then the mind will make something in this. Let them permeate into your being. Don't understand anything, because I am not here to argue with your mind. We can fiddle with it for a while and see if there's openness enough for it to be dropped. And although the mind might want to argue with everything it hears in satsang, the voice that speaks here is not interested in any of these games. And if it is games that we want, then this entire realm is for you to play this game. Everyone is playing. Everyone is playing this game of person, this game of mind. And Stina says, mind also carries wisdom, isn't it? Mhm. Depends on which eyes you're looking from. For God, this mind is nothing. For the person, this mind is everything that it relies on for its existence. Find out who you are. Are you God or are you a person? And for how many lifetimes are we going to listen to this wisdom from the mind? Has it rid us of our suffering? Or is it always wanting more, always wanting something else? It calls you a person. Then you say, I am God using the mind. But the mind does not call you God. It says that you are a mere bucket of flesh and blood. You are saying, I am God using the mind. But the mind calls you this bucket of flesh and blood. This one that is going to die. The mind wants to be your God, and it wants you to be the person. And then Sina says, no, it does not say this. But even if when it says that you are God, it is referring to you as a person who is now God. Look, look, look and see that there is no Stina. And because there is no Stina, there is only God. And this one, this being, the presence, does not need to rely on these thoughts. Does it need a thought to spin the earth around the sun? Which thoughts are holding that in place? There are millions of processes happening in the body. Which thought is running these? All of these forces, everything is here in this realm. Electricity, gravity, light, sound, evolution. Are thoughts required for this? And then you say, God wants me to take care also of the body. But if this me, who is this me? You already said you are God. See this dichotomy, you see, you must see it. You invent this me to take care of something, and this me never comes into existence, yet it pretends. Find out what you are. And if you find that you are this being, then you are taking care of this entire universe. What is this body for you? And all of us have been having these conversations now. Where all our ideas, even the holy ones, are now being taken away from you. Even your prayers are being taken away from you. Even your surrender is being taken away from you. And Stina says the body is neglected by many beings. There is nobody else here. It is all about you. All of this is a play which is appearing to you. Find out where this body is, whose body this is.